Hi guys, how are you? Many of you who is following me already know my name. My name is Alexandra, and yes, I am that sassy dispatcher, that sassy instructor who does not take BS from the brokers, who is making sure that we are all getting educated. So I'm gonna give it a second and hopefully I'm gonna see people joining us. I don't know where did our chat box, right? So we see a few people join us, and today we guys gonna go through some trucking industry terminology. And you know what? Actually, while I'm still waiting for people to connect, why don't we still go and log into our Power that, and maybe we'll post some trucks, right? So maybe we'll have some people calling us about the trucks and we'll see what's gonna happen, right? Well, now they're sending us the codes. Look at this. The code is going to be sent to the phone number. Okay, so extra verification on that. Okay, so let me put it in 524580. So remember, you can choose remember this device for 30 days, so I don't have to go through this. So what just happened? That actually put an extra step. So now if you log in, you will need to verify, and the code will be sent to the phone number, which is register. So let's see what's going on. I don't know how many people we have watching. Not that many yet. So guys, start sharing, start inviting people, because actually we're gonna learn some new things today, right? We guys going to make sure that we actually learn how to be a better dispatchers, how to run the company, right? So let's see the trend lines. Is anything changing? Because this is the end of the month, right? We are almost to the end of September. Let's verify one more time. What prices do we have? Okay, let me move these things. We're gonna move it right here. Let's move this higher. Let's make my box smaller, because you probably just really need to hear me. You don't really have to follow and look at my face. So that's what's going on. September for drive-in still at 211. For our flatbeds, right guys, you see that we are at 250. And for our reefers at 252. So this is the trend lines. One more time for new people, when we talk about trend lines, it's actually what everybody's paying on a national level. So this is the data from all the brokers, approximately average payment. When we talk about, we're not dividing here for the short haul, local run, long haul. So this is the average rate per mile which have been paid in September, right? All right, okay. What else? Let's post some truck. Where should we post the truck? Should we post reefer somewhere? Okay, let's do this. Let's post truck and we'll see. New truck post. Oh, let's see what's going on, for example, tomorrow. So it's posted for tomorrow from Elgin, and we are looking to go to Z4, Z5, Z6, or we might go to East Coast. So this is a drive-in posted. So let's see, we have 891 postings for tomorrow. Is there anything good going on? Let's see. Well, exactly from Elgin, you guys can organize by deadhead, and then you kind of see who is posting. So you see the company, RXO Logistics, Hickory Transportation, Landstar, right? Let's see the highest paying load, right? Who is paying the highest prices? Let's move the our followers right here so we can see you guys there. So, wow, look at this, 8,250. And they are telling you this is going to be palletized product. I have 12 of these loads Monday. And they are looking for dedicated truck, a larger company, to take multiple loads. And they are giving this huge price of $8,250. So right here, what does it mean, dedicated truck? Well, that means that it's going to be full load. You cannot add any partials to this, right? And of course, they're looking for mega carrier who can service this lane, right? I don't even know. Maybe this is a round trips. Maybe it's back and forth because nobody's paying this money nowadays. What else? Well, let's open this one. See the notes. Okay, so what are the notes on this one? First, look at this price, $4,150. And you looking to pick up in Mendota, Illinois and going to South Dakota, but you have to read the comments. First, you're gonna go to the Liberty, South Carolina. You're gonna reload on Monday in Anderson, South Carolina, and then you're gonna go to Sioux, South Dakota. So probably Mendota to South Carolina, I don't even know Liberty, but approximately going to be probably 800 miles. Then you're gonna reload, and then you're gonna go all the way to South. So that's why they are posted for 4,150, because when you add all the miles, you're probably talking about more than 2,000 miles total. So do you see that price sometimes doesn't mean that it's a best load, because you really need to go through details. It's posted for tomorrow, so you pick up on Monday, and look at this, and you're gonna end up delivering on Wednesday. So we have Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, 5 days transit. And look at that, 4,000. Well, maybe for some people this is a golden load, right? Hello, my favorite beautiful broker. Somebody said that. Well, I am not a broker. I'm a dispatcher. I'm the owner of the trucking company. I am an instructor, but I am not a broker. To be a freight broker, so since we are going through the terminology today, let's figure out what do we need to know. What is the difference between dispatcher, freight dispatcher, and freight broker? Well, freight dispatcher is only providing service for motor carrier, right? Trucking company. By doing what? By doing what I just did. I posted, let's say, equipment. I want to find the load, or I am looking for reload, right? So I am actually providing service on behalf of my carrier. I am finding the loads for them, right? I don't go directly to shippers. I don't go directly to customers. I do not have loads. I just arrange them. I find them. I negotiate them for trucking companies. So that's what dispatchers do. Freight broker, first, they have to be authorized, right? They need to apply for MC, for brokerage, from FMCSA. They need to activate that MC with a surety bond and BOC3. After 21 days or 30 days, they're gonna have active MC, and then they can start go and find the loads. So this is the biggest difference. So unfortunately me, I am not a broker. I don't know, maybe one day I will become a broker if I decide to do extra things in my life, right? Okay, so let's post the truck, right? Let's post new truck. Should we choose? Let's choose like biggest city. Let's start from West Coast. Let's do Los Angeles. Let's do Yakima. Let's do Chicago and Oklahoma. And then we're going to work on the terminology. And if somebody going to make phone calls, we're going to just answer and see what are they actually offering. It's 3:39 p.m. in Chicago. So it's already afternoon. So let's see. If you did not book the load yet, is it possible to even book the load? So I'm simply going to start from Los Angeles, California. I am gonna leave it open and everywhere, and I'm gonna make a comment right here. Please call Alex. All right, and I'm gonna I-55. I'm gonna put 5666377, right? Okay, I'm gonna post. I'm gonna copy, and I'm gonna post Yakima, Washington. Post Yakima. I'm gonna copy and post, I don't know. Let's see Chicago. Is anything left from Chicago today? Chicago, Illinois. And again, we posted reefers. If you guys want me to post different equipment, put the comments right there so I can see. Okay, copy. What else? Let's post Nogales. Let's see what is our produce markets doing. Our loads from Mexico, right? Let's do Nogales. And I don't know, let's copy and post maybe Appleton, Wisconsin. Appleton, Wisconsin. Maybe somebody still need to pick up the cheese load, right? So let's do that. What other cities? Write it down. What you guys want to post? Let's see. Nothing? Nothing. Okay. So let's go back to trucking terminology. So, what is a rate confirmation? Well, the rate confirmation, this is a legally binding document, right? Between whom? Well, usually if you book from the brokers, right? If you don't go directly, if you're not mega carrier, if you do not have direct shipments, well, you book your loads through the load board, right? Third party PL, 3PL, third party logistics. Let's say TQL, Coyote, Convoy. Who else is third party logistics? Well, third party logistics, I don't even know. Who comes to my, I mean, let's look at the debt. So all of these guys right here, this is a third party logistics, right? So if I move it all over here, so like Magellan Transport, Cameron After Exchange, Transfix, Total Quality, Allen Lund. So this is our brokers, third party PL, right? So rate confirmation, this is an agreement, right? Between third party logistics and us carrier. So let's say my trucking company is Alex Transportation, and I am booking load exactly today from, let's say, Neenah, Wisconsin, going to Fontana, California for van or reefer, right? So what's gonna happen on that rate confirmation? Well, there are gonna be certain things that I have to follow, and there's gonna be certain things that broker has to follow, right? First, we're gonna discuss the rate. So first we have to have all the little details about the load. What time I'm gonna pick up in Neenah, Wisconsin, right? Who is my shipper? What is the address? What is the pickup information? Then where is this load going, right? When is gonna deliver? So the transit is gonna be discussed there. What kind of shipper it is? Is this first come first serve? Is this gonna be by appointment? Is this a window appointment? So all those details are gonna be there. What is a commodity? Well, if we are talking right now, van or reefer, can it be cheese? No, probably not. So it's gonna be some dry goods, right? Freight of all kinds, general freight, right? Then we gonna make sure that we have the weight, we have the pallet count, hopefully on that rate confirmation. Then we're gonna agree to all these terms that we're gonna pick up on time, that our driver is gonna accept micro tracking, that after we deliver we're gonna send PODs, that we're gonna invoice. In case of something happen, we're gonna notify broker right away, right? So it's bunch of little things, because this is actually legally binding document. This is a contract exactly for that load, exactly for my company, between my company and, let's say, Allen Lund, to move that from Neenah, Wisconsin, deliver to California, Pickup maybe tomorrow, delivery maybe on Tuesday on certain terms. So this what means rate confirmation. So who is signing the rate confirmation? Is driver gonna sign rate confirmation? No, not really. Is the owner of the company gonna sign rate confirmation? No, not really. You as a dispatcher are signing the rate confirmation because you as a dispatcher, you are the one who is listening to all of these details, right? You the one who is agreeing to all of this. You the one who might not pay attention to details and then you make all these mistakes, right? You did not listen to the transit, you did not verify rate confirmation. So you are the person who is actually in charge of this, right? So when you put your little signature, well, this is a legally binding contract, right? For whom? For your carrier. But you as a dispatcher, well, you are kind of legally responsible because you represent your carrier while you negotiating this load, while you agreeing to those details, right? If we have anything change, well, the rate confirmation is gonna become revised rate confirmation, right? And what is a revised rate confirmation? This is the confirmation that something changed to that contract, for that original contract. Well, maybe you guys paid the lumper and now you're getting reimbursed. So what is changing? Rate is changing, right? Maybe you were late for pickup and now they deducting money from you. So now the rate is gonna change. Maybe instead of one pick, they needed to add extra pick and now they need to pay you extra, right? Maybe there was a driver assist. So now they're gonna do the revised rate confirmation. So detention, driver assist, exactly. I see people helping me out. So anything, if something changed from the original agreement, it's gonna be called revised rate confirmation. And who is in charge of receiving revised rate confirmation? Who is in charge of renegotiating some things? Dispatchers. This is part of our job. And when you, for example, have to submit paperwork and you know that detention needs to be added, or maybe lumper has to be reimbursed, or washout has to be reimbursed, or maybe you have to pay, you paid for pallets and now they're gonna be reimbursing you for that. Whatever it is, you should submit revised rate confirmation for invoicing. Do not submit original because otherwise it's gonna delay all those payments. And why to confuse all the accounting on both ends, right? So if something changed, make sure for the paperwork, you're always going to do what? You're going to submit revised rate confirmation. Well, NOA, notice of assignment. Look at this one, second one. So notice of assignment. Well, what does it mean, notice of assignment? Well, this is actually refers to what? To factoring, right? So usually in trucking, to survive, we need to make sure that we have the money flow, right? So we choose the factoring. If you guys like to choose RTS, go ahead and actually contact me because I'm an agent. Look at this, Jigs Logistics is called. Guys, remember, we just posted the truck for the purpose of the live. So let's see. Dispatch. Uh-oh, you know what I did? I can tell you what I did. I pulled my phone and actually the wire disconnected. Silly me. So poor guy is thinking that I hang up on him. So it's gonna take a second for the phone to restart. Hopefully he'll call us back. If not, I am gonna see the phone number on the display and try to call back and see what this broker was trying to sell to us, right? What's going on here? Come on. Did I pull it? For, you know what, guys? It's not an easy to teach the classes and do all this because I can tell I have so many cameras, so many things going on here that sometimes I need like special assistant just to come and reorganize all of this, right? Okay, so let's see who called us. Call history, select, answered call. Let's see.
Thank you for calling Dane Hinrichs. Please hold while I try to connect you.
GIX is Dane.
Hi, I think we just got disconnected. Unfortunately, I pulled my phone and it was disconnected from the power. I think you called about the probably posted truck.
Yeah, on the posting, it looked like it was a Washington truck, I believe. I can't remember what was it.
Okay, so you're looking for the Yakima truck?
Yeah, the Yakima. I didn't know if you guys would be interested. I got a load picking up tomorrow at 8 a.m. in Chehalis, Washington, going to Lubbock, Texas.
Okay, what is the commodity on those?
The commodity on this one is a frozen food product load, so 0 to -10 on the temperature inside the reefer.
May I have a zip code for the pickup?
Yeah, zip code for pickup is 98532.
Okay, and what time is scheduled pickup tomorrow?
Tomorrow, 8 a.m.
Okay, and may I have the zip code for delivery?
The zip code for delivery is 79404.
Okay, and when are we going to be delivering in Lubbock, Texas?
Delivering on Monday the 2nd at 7:30 a.m.
Are we going to Walmart?
No, it says the Labatt Food Service.
So, how heavy is the load?
Weight on it, 43.5 max. It should be lighter. It should only be 41.5. And then, like I said, reefer rate on it is 48.
48. Okay. Do you have any reloads from Lubbock, Texas? Because this is kind of dead for reefers there.
Yeah, let me see if I do got any. So you'll be delivering Monday. Where would you be looking to go on around? I don't have any in Lubbock, but I have a couple of Fort Worths, a Denton, Texas, a Carlton, Texas.
Okay. Well, probably going back to Midwest, like Wisconsin, Indiana, Iowa. Anything to Midwest?
Okay, I see a Fort Worth, Texas, going to Lebanon, Indiana on Monday. It would be a reefer, first come, first serve from 6 a.m. to 1 p.m.
You know what? Let me do this. Let me just post what's going on. Let me do the Lubbock, Texas, and see how many loads are we talking on Monday. Okay, well, we only have 40 loads, and the closest one to us are only 5 or 6. Minneapolis, 1,800, less than $1.20. Going to Minneapolis, another one. Well, let me ask you this. Since there is not many loads, do you think that 48 can become $5,600? Plus,
56?
Yeah, plus you need an early truck, so you need to pick up at 8 o'clock.
Yeah, no, I understand. I probably won't be able to do 56. My best offer I'd be able to do on it right now would be 51.
51. Is this your direct number?
Yep, this is my direct line.
Okay, give me a second. Let me see what's going on in Lubbock, and I'll call you right back.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. So there you go, guys. Well, where's our tanks? Who is watching us? Let's get some tanks. We have the goal of 1,000 tanks since we are teaching you how to be a dispatcher. So in this case, well, they need an early truck, right? Because they have a strict appointment at 8 o'clock. This is going to be minus 10 degrees. This is going to Lubbock, Texas, which, if you really look at the map, look at this. Do we see any greenery there? Well, we're talking about reefer, right? There's not that many reloads. So what did I ask him? Well, I asked him, since you bring in shipments to that Lubbock, Texas, whoever was a receiver, maybe he can help me with reloads, right? So that's something that dispatcher should ask all the time. Yes. So he started from what? From 4,800 or 4,600, I don't even remember. We asked for 46, he went to 51. How many miles we have here? And again, guys, I did not even pay attention. I did a quick rate search. Everybody was paying 4,300. So what would be rate per mile? As a dispatcher, you need to understand that you actually calculate a rate per mile, right? So let's do this. If he's paying us only $5,100, divide by 1925 miles, total miles, we are talking at $264 per mile for reefer. So probably we do need to be at that 5,500 because we are gonna dealing with kind of that area, or we will end up maybe deadheading somewhere closer to Dallas area. Or let's see, what can we find right there in the Lubbock, Texas on Monday? Let's just pretend. Let's just see what's going on here. Going back to Oregon, Minneapolis, okay, Nebraska. But look at the deadhead. So see, you will need to deadhead, right? Amarillo, Texas. You can go to Missouri, to Wisconsin. Maybe since you are reefer, you want to go to Wisconsin, so then you can end up taking some cheese loads, right? But look at this. You have Amarillo, Texas, Muckhart, Wisconsin, posted for 1,900. So let's put these two loads together. We can actually even call and see if we can push this number, but let's just calculate before that. So if I'm gonna come and pick this up in Amarillo, Texas on Monday, so let's put it right here. I'm gonna deadhead, go to Amarillo, right? Kind of towards already Wisconsin. This load is delivering to Muckhart, Wisconsin. So let's add this as well. So now we're putting together two loads, right? So remember, the first load, he's paying 51. We did not push it because I don't really have the real truck, guys. I don't want to start pushing him to agree to my 56, 55 and then just tell him, hey, buddy, you know what? We just been learning here terminology for future dispatchers, right? And I actually just posted the fake truck, right? I don't want to hurt his feelings. But here's the purpose of this. So as a future dispatcher, do you need to see what you're going to do on Monday? Yes. So first we ask, do you have any backhaul? He started giving us an options. Secondary, we went and we posted exactly in Lubbock, Texas. So now we see without any negotiation, this guy is paying 1,900. So let's add it together and let's be realistic. What is going to be our rate per mile if we do this load? And we're going to end up in kind of stronger Chicago, Wisconsin area for the reefer. So we are taking 5,100 plus we are adding 1,900. That 1,900 we did not even call, so hopefully we can push at least to 21. But let's do the worst case scenario. This guy is not giving us more and we just getting that 1,900. So we're talking about 7,000 for two loads gross, and we have 3,153 miles. So let's actually divide on 3,200 miles, right? So divide by 3,200 miles. So look at this. So that 265 going to that area, because that area is not gonna pay, it brings you to 218. So in this case, let's think logically. Which load can you push? Can you really push that Amarillo, that area, going to good area for reefers in Wisconsin or Chicago, Minneapolis? No, nobody's gonna be willing to pay you more because there is no loads, so people will actually book it for 1,900. So the only way your rate per mile can go up if you push this guy, because you have power of negotiation. First, he needs an early truck, right? Look at this. He's calling now. It's 4 p.m. in Chicago. He needs a truck tomorrow at 8 a.m. Is that something that he needs to find? yeah, he'd better find somebody who is empty already tonight, right? Or maybe if somebody is delivering 4 a.m., but a lot of times they don't want to take a chance because this is picking up from the cold storage right there. So they need to make sure what? That they have to pick up on time. We post a truck in Yakima. If we really realistically look at this, right? Will I ever go, if my truck is in Yakima, even if he is gonna be empty tonight, will I go back to Seattle area? Will I? No. I am right there in the Yakima area where I have apples, where I have Pasco. I can go to cold storage in Pasco, Kennewick. So from the beginning, no, I am not gonna go and add the miles. So first, this would not work if you do logical bookings, right? Secondary, what else gonna happen here? Well, we still have to pay attention to the temperature. You need to make sure that your reefer can still work properly, because you go into the hot, you go through New Mexico, you go to Texas, so it's still hot. It's minus 10 degrees. So why would I want to go from Yakima, where I can pick up the apples, or where I can pick up pears, or whatever I can pick up onions, right? Why would I go opposite way to pick up minus 10 degrees? That's one thing. Secondary, my truck is posted in Yakima. So when he was calling me, he also did not do his job, right? My truck is too far for him. It's an opposite way. He needs to find somebody who is delivering right there in that next to Chehalis, Washington, right? So this was a phone call, right? And let's see. Hi, how are you? Call me, I can make it. Okay. What else is going on? Where's our things? Look at this, guys. Where's our tab? We need to show some appreciations for the free education that we guys giving to you. Rahmat shared the live. Hello from California. Hello, guys. Who else is joining us? Okay. So let's go back to trucking terminology. So notice of assignment given to you by factory and company. You guys gonna have it. It's gonna be public. Every time you do initial setup, you will need to verify. Your broker actually will sorry guys, let me cover up that sun. So you will need to make sure that broker knows who is your factory, and that's where they're gonna send their money after you deliver the load, right? And usually brokers going to wait, right? 30 days, 45 days, 60 days. That's why factoring does what? Well, the factoring pays you money within 24 hours, 46 hours. Do they do it for free? No, they don't do it for free, because that's how they make money. So NOA is notice of assignment. It's not notice of awesomeness. It's not notice of being amazing, right? It's notice of assignments. Look at this. We got 500 things. We are almost reaching our goal of 1,000. I don't know who was clicking so many times, but thank you guys, because it's nice to get back positivity, right? We are trying to help you. You're trying to help us. That's how it goes. Okay. So how often are you going to change factoring? Well, hopefully you're happy with your factoring, but if you do change, you will need to update your notice of assignment with whom? Oh my God, we reach our goal. Look at that. That trucker guy sent money gun. Look at us. Oh my God, thank you. I'm a trucker, but I'm very interested in learning the other side of trucking industry. Thank you. He gave us 28 diamonds. That's why we reach our goal so fast, right? Okay, bill of lading. So let's scroll down. Bill of lading. So what is a bill of lading? Guys, this is an itemized paperwork given to the driver after he gets loaded, right? Itemized. So it should have who is a shipper, who is a receiver, right? What is on your truck? How many pallets? What is the product? Sometimes it can be one page. Sometimes it can be 3 pages. If you ever pick up something from Nestle, for example, from Reefer, sometimes it's 36 pages, 48 pages, right? Because you have a different POs. It depends. If it's afraid of all kinds and they have a different POs for every product, because it can be one pallet. Let's say you go to Target, right? You go to Target and you are bringing one pallet of toothpaste. You bring in one pallet of, I don't know, paper towels. You bring in one pallet of, I don't know, detergent. You bring in pallet of some beauty things. I don't know, whatever. So every pallet has a different product. And maybe they have a different PO. So when they load your truck, they have to make sure that they give you description on what on your truck, right? Let's go back. When the driver received that, what he needs to do? Well, he should at least make sure that he knows how many pages were given. Where is he really going? He needs to verify, did they really put the correct product? Is this product really picking up from Oklahoma and going, let's say, to Los Angeles? Because a lot of times people do make mistakes. And if that dispatcher said that it's going to be a full load and the rate confirmation says it's going to be 42,000 on a weight, it's going to be, let's say, 18 pallets, sometimes you guys get excited because you see that I only put 6 pallets and you're so happy and you're like, oh my God, it's going to be light load. You call your dispatcher and you say, why don't you find me the partial? Guys, remember, a lot of times, this something is wrong. That means or rate confirmation did not have all the PO numbers, or you missing something. So don't get excited over nothing. You'd better make sure, and broker better double check if all the product, all the POs are actually loaded on the truck. Because tell me honestly, how many times did it happen to you? You as a driver did not really care. They put like half of the trailer, you close the door, you pick up that BOL, or maybe it's a flatbed, and instead of being 48,000, you only have 25,000, and you start driving. 200 miles later, 300 miles later, you're receiving the phone call from the broker saying, what's going on? Why did you leave? You did not take all the product. And you as a driver say, well, it's not my fault. I'm just a driver. I told them to put the product on my truck. Guys, remember, you as a driver, dispatcher, you have to verify, is all POs, how many pallets it's going to be, what it's going to be, weight on it. You'd better double check before you start driving, right? Before you guys start driving 200 miles. Tell me honestly, if you are a driver, did it ever happen to you? If wrong product was put on your truck, let's say your rate confirmation was saying that you have to go from Oklahoma to Los Angeles, but they put maybe product which was going from Oklahoma to Seattle. You start driving, they call you, well, you need to go back. You got excited and you thinking, oh my God, it's going to be the light load. And later, you might even deliver to that Walmart, to that Target. And then you have a problem with getting payment because broker is short paying you or telling you, wow, you did not pick up all the product. Did it happen to you? At least once in your career. So if it happens more than once or twice, that means you as a driver and your dispatcher are not actually doing their job, verifying exactly how many pallets it has to be, weight, all the POs, making sure that all of this is loaded. So let's see, happened or did not happen? Tell me honestly, have you ever forgot to give all the POs, or you got excited and you left the facility and then you end up or driving back, or you had problem with the payment? Yes or no? Just be honest, because we are here like reality of the trucking. We want to make sure that new dispatchers and new drivers and new owners of the trucking company understand that this is something that can be prevented most of the time by simply teaching your dispatcher and your driver to be as a team, Pay attention to what? To bill of lading. And what are we gonna call that bill of lading after we deliver? After we're gonna receive that stamp that hopefully we have no rejection, no overage, no damage, that everything was delivered in a good condition, well, we're gonna call it POD, proof of delivery. So which one are we using for invoicing? BOL, bill of lading, or are we using the proof of delivery? Right? I wish, guys, I could just add all of you so we can just have this discussion, right? But we are learning here. So for invoicing, we are always submitting POD. And we are making sure that we do not have any OS and Ds. And what are OS and Ds? O is overage. S is shortage. D is damage. So when we have no OS and Ds, we have a clean BOL, which becomes POD, proof of delivery, and finally, we're receiving our money with no problems, right? So no OS and Ds, clean BOL. This is the best option for every load, for every driver, for every dispatcher, because that means that nothing is going to be going against our claim. Nothing was damaged. Nothing is actually missing, right? So proof of delivery. Well, what does it mean pickup numbers, right? Look at all of this. Pickup number, delivery number, appointment number, BOL, freight number. So all of these numbers are referring exactly for certain product, right? So if you know that you picking up perishables, right? Different kind of reefer commodities we call perishables, right? Different type of general freight we call FAK, F-A-K, freight of all kind. So if you know that you are picking up different type of commodities, a lot of times you're not gonna have just one PO number. You're gonna have probably few. So pay attention, right? Then we have delivery number. So what is the delivery number? Well, usually delivery number goes for what? For the facility which is going to be receiving these goods, right? And some of them are very strict. So you have exactly time. Let's say, who are the strict receivers? Walmart, Costco, Aldi, Target, Kroger, Cisco, CNS, Food Lion, Publix, USA Cold Storage, Midwest Refrigerated. So all of those are receivers or shippers who have strict delivery or pick-up appointments. So usually your driver, besides the PO number, besides what he's picking up, he also needs to check in with delivery appointment or pickup appointment, right? If we have strict pickup. So you as a dispatcher, you will need to make sure when you receive that rate confirmation, you pay attention to that rate confirmation. Do you see that appointment there? Do you see that number? Yes or no? And here is my tip to you. You talk to the kid in TQL and he's promising you that appointment somewhere at Food Lions in North Carolina is going to be scheduled. And he's sending you the rate confirmation. And instead of the appointment delivery in time, you see simply TBD. To be determined. TBD. Well, is that something you really want to agree to? No, you don't want to agree to TBD because you know what? I can tell you 90% of the time, you know what's gonna happen? Well, you're gonna pick up that product. It's gonna be already on your truck. You might be already driving to that North Carolina. And then suddenly TQL tells you, by the way, we thought that we can secure the delivery for tomorrow, let's say I don't know, 12 o'clock. But unfortunately, they are overbooked. So the earliest appointment is not going to be Friday, but it's going to be actually Sunday night or maybe Monday morning. So whose fault is this? Is that smart TQL guy or Coyote guy or Alan one who knows that if he would tell you the truth, that appointment actually 2 days later, you would never agree unless you're a desperate dispatcher, right? So whose fault is this? Driver's fault who went and pick up on time? Me as a truck owner of trucking company? Is this my fault? Well, let's take responsibility here. This is dispatcher's fault because you agreed to TBD. You signed that rate confirmation and you try to believe in magic in trucking. Magic does not happen in trucking. So please don't ever agree to TBD. Even if you book this appointment, you call back and say, well, we need to make sure you send us revised rate confirmation exactly with delivery time, exactly with delivery appointment. Otherwise, our company policy, I cannot agree to something which is going to be determined. I am not going to punish our driver to sit somewhere in the middle of North Carolina for 2 extra days. I am not actually have permission from my owner of the company to agree to something which is not determined yet, right? And they can give you speeches, they can tell you that they're gonna block you, they're gonna put you on blacklist. Well, guys, you'd better cancel that load than being stuck somewhere for 2-3 days, and sometimes being stuck for even more because you trusted that they will secure that appointment. Remember, those strict facilities are overbooked. And what's going to happen now around the holidays? Well, I can tell you what's going to happen around holidays. We're going to have extra shipments because still market is not paying, but holidays are coming. So people are going to be buying more food, right? Thanksgiving coming, Halloween coming, candies, turkey, eggs, whatever, right? Then Christmas coming, Black Friday coming. Doesn't mean that the market's gonna go up, but the facility is going to receive more product. Usually they still don't have enough people they can hire to help them with loading and unloading. So time for loading and unloading is gonna increase, and actually their available appointments gonna decrease. So now you're gonna be looking in a longer transit, right? So please start paying attention to those TBDs. Okay, what else? Common carrier. Who is a common carrier? Well, trucking company is a common carrier because what do we do? Where is my little truck? Let me. Okay. Look at this. Okay. So we are common carrier. What do? We can pick up freight from A to B. Of course, for compensation, we're getting paid from whom? From third-party logistics if we book through the brokers. If we have dedicated lanes and we went directly to shipper and receiver because we have capacity, if we are big mega carrier and we have our certain contracts by ourselves, well, we move freight from A to B. So we are common carrier. Authorized for hire, right? For what? For moving property. In this case, property is not our housing, is not our apartments. Property in this case means freight. So let's say this Fiji water, this is cargo, this is kind of property, this is freight, this is a commodity, right? We're gonna put it on our truck, well, it's gonna become cargo. So all trucking companies are common carriers, right? And what do? We move freight from A to B to C. We have rate confirmation. We have the contract for each move from A to B, right? We have details. We have agreement. And that's what it means, right? Alex, what do you think about switching from general frame for household goods? Well, when we talk about household goods, what are we talking about? We're talking about moving companies, right? So moving companies also have to apply for MC, but they applying for MC for common care for household goods, moving company. I don't know personally me, I never work with a moving company, so I cannot tell you. But I don't know, probably saturated market anyway. Okay. What else? Well, let's talk about lumper services, right? So, what is a lumper service? Well, lumper service is usually what? Is our loading, unloading, right? Usually it's a third party. Let's say you deliver load to Walmart. Well, Walmart hiring the third party lumper service to unload each truck, right? So that's why we have lumper charges. Whose responsibility it is to pay those? Well, this is not comes from carrier pocket, not from transportation. Whoever pays, broker has to charge the customer, or maybe Walmart is paying their third party. Whoever has to pay, but you just need to remember as a dispatcher, every time you book the load, you should ask, are there gonna be any lumper charges involved with this load? Why? Because guys, you need to know, will broker give the money, com check, T check, fleet one check to your driver, or do you have to give him that money and then get revised rate confirmation to get that reimbursement, right? Or it's already prepaid lumper and your driver only need to make sure that he gets a receipt, right? So this is something involved with the paperwork, with the payment, with the reimbursement. So if you really want to become a pro dispatcher, you should always ask before you finish your negotiations, before you sign in that rate confirmation, are there going to be any lumpers involved, and approximately how much we have to pay. Why is it important to verify? Because again, this is a third party people. Let's say you go and some guy Mike sitting there and it's his company, he's a third party, he's loading, unloading. Let's say Coyote knows that they agree that they're gonna pay $150 for unloading of each truck because their customer, whatever, whoever customer is, agree to that they will compensate $150. Well, let's say you did not verify the amount of the lumper with Coyote. You decided that you just gonna give the money to your driver and then you're gonna call Coyote or email Coyote next day or maybe a few hours later and ask for reimbursement. Well, remember this guy, Mike, who owns this lumper service, well, maybe today he was not in a good mood. Or maybe he decided, listen, I'm gonna make extra money today. I am gonna tell the Joe, the driver, who asking me how much is a lumper, instead of $150, I am gonna tell him that it's going to be $350. Well, driver, like, okay, $350. He did not call dispatcher, he did not call Coyote to verify. Let's say he paid cash or he paid his own credit card, or maybe even his dispatcher gave him exactly $350 without verifying it with Coyote Logistic, if that's really what it should be. You guys paid, everybody's happy, you got unloaded. Well, 3 hours later, 5 hours later, maybe next day, now you're trying to get revised rate confirmation. You submitting that receipt for $350. And here comes a little surprise. Well, Coyote broker calls you and says, Alex, by the way, we're not gonna reimburse you $350 because the only approved lumper amount was $150. You guys decided to pay $350 without asking us if that's correct amount. You actually did not verify with us. So unfortunately, sorry, but this will come out of your own pocket. Here's your revised rate confirmation with only $150. So what can we learn from this? Being a pro dispatcher, being a driver. Please, guys, before you pay out of your pocket, before you start giving com checks or fleet one checks to your drivers, make sure your dispatchers and your drivers verify exactly with the broker if that amount is correct. Otherwise, what you guys are going to be doing? You're going to be losing money. right? So this is lumper service. Well, we're not going to talk about invoice, bill, right? We're not really in accounting here, but of course, right? To invoice a broker, most of us are actually using the factoring apps or something. So let's see who is calling us. Dispatch.
Hello, Miss. This is Andrew, the broker with for the Cargo Barn. I have a load picking up in California today by 6 p.m. going to Georgia. Do you guys have a truck for that?
Cargo Barn. Okay. Where is it picking up?
Fullerton, California by 6 p.m. today. And it delivers in Forest Park, Georgia on Monday, 4 p.m.
Fullerton, California. What is the commodity on this?
Commodity is potatoes, reefer. 35,906 is on the way.
Are they going to be palletized potatoes?
Palletized, yes.
Okay. Who is the receiver in Forest Park?
Let me see. Forest Park. Let me check.
How come you booking this so late? What happened to your original truck?
No. A bunch of trucks are already booked. This is the one that didn't go out. It's going to be at Kroger.
It's going to be a Kroger. So you have appointment set up for what time again on Monday?
4 p.m. on Monday.
4 p.m. on Monday. So today is Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and we deliver into Kroger at 4 p.m. Well, it's a little bit longer transit. How much are you paying?
5,300.
5,300.
Yes.
Okay, what is everybody else paying? Let's see.
I have no idea.
Let's figure out. Los Angeles, going to Georgia.
I had a 5,000. I had a 5,500. I had a 6,000.
No, let's see. Let's see whatever's posted. So Jericho Freight is paying 6,000. Allen One is paying 5,000. Cargo Barn, you posted for 4,900. So what is your best gonna be on this?
5,300, like I said.
5,300. So you coming up with 400 more, huh?
That's what it is. Do you have a truck, miss?
Yes, we have a truck. Can you meet us at 6,000 as other brokers paying?
Unfortunately not. Thank you.
Okay, bye. So guys, remember, you always have to verify what's going on. So while you're chatting with him, you need to pause so you can find this guy. So here he called Fullerton, California, Foster Park, Georgia, Cargo Barn, 4,900. He is willing to give $400 more because remember, he's going to Kroger, right? Kroger is a big customer and he has appointment at 4 p.m. on Monday. So he'd better start picking up those potatoes today. Did we have to verify if they are palletized? Yeah, they were palletized, so they're not bulk potatoes. So let's look at the transit. So what time is it right now in California? Well, we are 2 hours behind in California. So right now it's going to be 2:30. Can we pick up if you have a truck available? Yes, hopefully they're not going to take 4 hours to load. So we have transit of 2,176 miles for the new dispatchers. How do we know how many days it's gonna take? Of course, you need to check hours of service for your driver. Make sure that he has enough hours to make this transit. So the simple thing is, I try to divide by 600 miles because this is kind of legal run, right? So 600 miles plus we are gonna be losing 2 hours because we're coming from West Coast to Georgia. Georgia is Eastern time. So we actually gonna lose not 2 hours, we're gonna lose 3 hours, right? So we need to catch up on that logbook. But approximately, let's say 2176, let's put 2,200 miles, divide by 620 miles. If you have a strong driver who is gonna use that logbook for maximum, who knows how to pre-plan, who is not wasting time on all the shovers, blah, blah, blah. He's gonna get loaded and he's really gonna run strong. So you need 3.5 days. Calculating today. So half day is today. We're gonna give half day today. Then we have what? Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So remember, you lose in 3 hours and you deliver in afternoon on Monday. So $5,300. What is the rate per mile? $5,300 divided by 2,200 is $240 per mile for reefer from California. Let's see. That's what's posted for today, right? We only have 24 matches. Let's copy and see for tomorrow. How many loads exactly from Los Angeles to Georgia for tomorrow? And we have also only 24. And let's see the highest paying rate. Actually, we have 5,800. We have for team, we have 6,000. PLS is paying 4,000 because it's a van or reefer, so it's probably dry load, right? So this is your market. So when we ask for 6,000, do you think you're really gonna get 6,000? Probably not. So more realistically, if we would have a truck there, probably we can push 255, 250, 600. Again, guys, remember, I don't have a truck, so I don't really want to start playing hard with all these negotiations, because then he's like, okay, let's book this, and I'm gonna tell him, no, actually we were just kind of practicing here, right? But that's what's going on, right? So they call you. Which step did I miss to do? Well, I need to make sure that cargo barn is approved by my factory, right? So I need to verify his MC one more time. I still need to verify till what time is the receiver open today, right? I need to make sure that the Kroger appointment is scheduled, not TBD. We know the commodities. So that's what dispatchers do. See, somebody says, well, it should be $7,500. Yeah, it should be. But it's not gonna be, because this is a reality of market. We can sit here and we can play with those numbers and tell what it should be. But when everybody's paying, look, the only people paying, and this is a multi-pick, multi-drops, no lazy drivers. Oh, really? No lazy drivers. I like this. Produce at 38. Multi-picks, no lazy drivers. Seriously, who is this? The house is Jericho Freight. Some new freaking broker? Well, maybe we don't need the lazy brokers. Did you ever try to go and pick up in California multi-picks, multi-drops? I don't know. Dispatch.
Hey, this is Nick with Armstrong. How's it going?
Hi, Nick with Armstrong. We are doing well. How are you?
That's great. I'm doing fantastic. Well, as good as I'm gonna be.
What do you call? Which truck are you calling about?
Yakima, Washington.
Yakima, Washington. For today?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What do you have?
I'm working on a load that picks up early tomorrow morning and goes to PA. Think you have any interest in that?
Goes to PA. So we're talking about probably some frozen commodities from the cold storage?
You know it.
I know it. I know my shit. I've been doing it for too long. Where are we picking up? What is the zip code?
We're picking up Moses Lake.
Okay. And
Goes to Bethlehem, PA.
Moses Lake, Bethlehem is good.
7 a.m. and then it delivers on Tuesday the 3rd at 1 a.m.
1 a.m. What is it? Aldi?
U.S. Cold.
Or U.S. Cold Storage?
Yep.
Okay. How heavy is this load?
43. Oh, no, I'm sorry, 42. 42.3.
How many pallets?
Pallets?
Mm-hmm.
I don't.
Oh, it's going.
Pallets.
Probably.
I have
Probably
200
20.
cases.
Yeah, probably 20,
It's a
22.
full truckload.
Oh,
23
okay.
pallets.
And how much are you paying, hon?
Tell me what you need.
Well, let me check what is everybody else paying, because I have not actually been going from Yakima to East Coast. So let's
Well, I mean,
see.
your company's name's Coast to Coast, right?
Yeah, coast to coast, yes, but I did not go to Pennsylvania lately, so let's see what everybody's paying to Pennsylvania. Okay. 6,000, 6,700, Uber Freight, all of this. Well, how many miles we have? And we are delivering one more time on Monday, what time? Mm-hmm.
Tuesday at 1 a.m. So Monday night, Tuesday morning.
We have 2730. Well, multiply by 2. Well, do you think you can meet me at 8,000?
I don't think so.
How much are you getting for this?
Well, we are getting 6,600. I'll tell you that much right now.
66.
How much we have in it.
6,600. That's not enough. It's like 2730 miles. It's like 240 minus.
It's a Simplot, so we got to bid these pretty aggressively, but we're in the business with these guys to cover their loads and make sure they're covered. So we got to take losses sometimes.
So how much are you willing to lose for this one?
Let me check.
So guys, they have to aggressively bid against each other, and then they need to cover up the difference, right? So why the hell you guys bidding against each other, right?
You there?
Yes.
73.
73 would be your max.
Yep.
Okay. What is your name?
My name's Nick.
Nick. This is your direct number?
Yep.
Okay. Let me see if I can get approved for my management. I'll call you right back.
And what's your name?
My name is Alex.
Alex?
Mm-hmm.
Good talking to you.
Okay.
Talk to you soon.
Yeah. Talk to you soon. Mm-hmm. Bye. So 7,300 is going to put us. So $7,300 divided by 2730 is putting us at 267 per mile, right? So yeah, 78. I mean, I like to be at 8, right? 73, maybe at least to 76. So here you go, guys. It's posted. They need truck early tomorrow. So if you guys delivering tonight, or you empty, or maybe you finishing your restart and you need to go back to East Coast, there you go. You can call this guy. And actually ATG, their rating is A with the RTS, and I do believe they are B with Loves. So they are not a bad broker. So 75, I would justify 75. Yeah, at 75, I think if you have a truck, one pick, one drop, with verify appointment, if you need to bring your driver back to East Coast, or if you just have a strong driver who is willing to do this, right? So one more time, remember when we started this live, we wanted to see what's happening when you are dispatcher afternoon and you still post a truck for today. So two things happen. Well, if you did not pre-book anything, or you did not find a good load, or maybe you were not unloaded on time and you lost your load, is it possible to book the load? So do you see who is calling us right now? The brokers who need an early truck tomorrow. So that's why you are willing to do this, and you have the power of negotiation. Why? Because they need that freaking truck tomorrow at 8 o'clock, right? Alan Lund. What is Alan Lund is asking us. Hello, how are you?
Doing good. How are you?
I'm great. How can I help?
I was wondering if you were still working on your truck out of Los Angeles for today.
Los Angeles. What do you have, sir?
I have a load that's going out of Bakersfield, California. Loads this evening. I have a 4 p.m. or a 5 p.m. going to College Park, Georgia.
What is the commodity on those?
Peaches.
Peaches. Wow. Peaches from California. Sounds good. Can I have a zip code for the pickup?
Yeah, absolutely. That one is going to be 93307.
07. And we are going to zip code?
That one is 30349.
49. Okay, you are Ellen Lund, so we are set up with you till. So you have few different appointments. Let's see our deadhead, because if our truck is in Los Angeles, we have approximately 100 miles of deadhead. So it's gonna take us in that traffic. It's gonna take us probably at least three and a half, 4 hours. So what time is the pickup?
I got a 5 p.m. pickup on one.
5 p.m. So right now is 2:39. Can it be a little bit later? Because, you know, this is California. Traffic is terrible.
Well, let's see.
Till what time are they open? Till what time do they gonna ship? I mean, you need a closer truck because my truck is in Los Angeles. So realistically, I need 4 hours right now to get there. So we had 2:45, 2:45, 3:45, 4:45, 5:55. So I can be there by 7 p.m. Are they gonna be open by 7 p.m.?
It looks like they only open until 5. I guess is loading in the morning an option for you? Would you like to get that guy out today?
Okay, so let's talk about it. So what time are they gonna open tomorrow morning?
They'll be there at 8 a.m. tomorrow.
8 a.m. So if we pick up tomorrow morning, when are we delivering in Georgia then? What appointment do you have?
We have it for Tuesday at 9:30 a.m. right now.
Who is the receiver in College Park, Georgia?
It's Costco.
Oh, Costco. Okay.
Mhm.
And how much are you paying?
He's got it out there for 5,000.
5,000. Well, we need a little bit better than that.
What would you need on that one?
Well, do you think you can meet us at 61?
I can certainly check with them. Let me see here.
What happened? You did not cover the loads today because it's not that many loads. You should not have a problem finding the truck from California.
Yeah, we kind of got a late tender from them, so we got kind of thrown into it. So, but let me check with them real quick here.
Okay, sounds good.
Thank you.
Okay, so he's checking on our things. Do you have to be realistic, guys? Can you make it by 5? No, you're not gonna make it by 5. Okay. Well, what else can we see? We can see what everybody's else paying, right? So Los Angeles for Georgia, we did it with a previous guy, remember? So 6,000, 5,000, 4,900, right? And this was posted for today.
Okay, I talked with them on that one. I guess you wanted to be around 52 or 53, but I can take your MC down and, log an option. If something changes, I can give you a call back.
Okay, sounds good. And let me ask you this. Do you maybe have closer shipment to Los Angeles today? Because I don't like to wait till tomorrow. I would like to get out from there tonight. Maybe something closer to Los Angeles without going to Bakersfield.
Yeah. Let me have a look here. Yeah, I guess really my only other shipment was going on at Reedley, and that's even further, unfortunately.
Okay. You seem like a very nice guy to work for the brokers and logistics.
Yeah.
How long you been doing this for?
About 2 years.
2 years? Do you like it to be on brokerage side?
It's okay. Yeah.
It's okay. You're not tired of drivers screaming at you guys saying that you're not paying and you killing trucking?
It can be indifferent.
It's gonna be different. Well, seems like you have lots of patience, so it's nice to talk to someone who takes their time and answer the questions. Well, if you can meet my criteria, just call me back and we see if we can help you tomorrow. Okay? Thank you.
That sounds good. Thank you much.
Bye-bye. So, I want to be like her. No way with Scout traffic. So, one more time. You have to be realistic about what time can you be there, right? With the traffic right now in California, with the speed in California, with all of this. If they are closing at 5 p.m., no way you guys gonna be on time. So the other option he told you, well, would you like to pick up in the morning, 8 o'clock? Well, if you're picking up in the morning, well, make sure you have enough time to make the transit. And since it's delivered on Tuesday, yes, you do. Everybody's paying what? 5,000, 4,200, so 53 is an option. Well, if I ask any driver right now, they're gonna say, no, I need at least 7,000, right? Is 7,000 gonna happen? No. Is 6,000 gonna happen? Not really. Probably 55, 5,600. There is a possibility to pick up tomorrow, deliver to Georgia. Okay, guys. So How to become a broker. Well, we're not teaching how to become a broker. I guess what? It's 4:44 p.m. I still have to study with my students because we started our September class. So we are ending up on what? What is the ELD stands for? ELD, electronic login device, right? If you are a new dispatcher, you need to make sure you know hours of service. Let me just go back right here, guys. Please start educating yourself as a dispatcher. Just simply put HOS, hours of service. Go to FMCSA website, right? Learn about hours of service. Make sure that you look at all the examples. Look at this. There is no excuse. New dispatcher says, I don't really understand the rules. I don't know how to calculate the transit. What is a short haul? Look, they even have examples, right? So you guys can go and open them and actually understand what your driver have to do, right? Look at this. Free. All this free stuff on what? On FMCSA. Look how many pages. 60 pages. So can you educate yourself as a dispatcher? Can you educate yourself as a new driver? Yes, you can. Can you educate yourself if you guys gonna be doing safety and compliance for the trucking company? So all of this is available, right? So you can download, you can see examples, what is right, what is wrong, how to calculate, what is a restart. You do need to understand hours of service, right? You have all of this explanation about the rules, right? You have even printouts for your drivers if you want to educate, right? Adverse driving condition. What is adverse driving condition? What's happening when you use adverse driving condition? How often can you use it, right? And all other things. So hours of service is a must. You need to understand all of this. You have the slides here. You have presentations. You have all the things you can learn. Even in Spanish. If your drivers are not that comfortable with reading this in English, they give you the choice in Spanish. Right? Okay. What else you need to know as a dispatcher? Let's go one more. So ELD, A or BDs, we do not have it anymore because this was when we were switching to ELD. We have that 1 year of transformation. Do you need to know what is a USDOT number states for? Well, if you only have USDOT number, it means that you are intrastate carrier only in one state. That number is free. It's given to you by USDOT Department of Transportation of Illinois, of California, of Florida, right? The moment you want to go to other state, even if you're just gonna go to 2 states, let's say you wanna go Tennessee and Kentucky, well, you need to apply for MC from FMCSA because now you're going to be interstate carrier. You are actually moving freight between 2 states. So as a dispatcher, do you need to understand intrastate, interstate? What is the difference between USDOT number and MC number? What is ICC, right? Do you guys have ICC number? Yes, you have ICC number. Intrastate common carrier, right? What is the United States of Department? Well, this is the government which controls what? Transportation. On which level? On the state level. What is the FMCSA? Well, this is agency which controls transportation on federal level, right? So these little things, guys, you need to understand as a dispatcher. What is IFTA? Do you need to understand the IFTA if you are a dispatcher or if you are a driver? Yes, you do, because we have to file IFTA on time. We have to have the permits, right? Right now we have permits in 5 states. We have extra permits for trucking in Connecticut, which happened this year in January. They added another permit, Connecticut. We have New York, we have Kentucky, we have New Mexico, and we have Oregon. So what is the IFTA? Well, IFTA is an international tax agreement between what? Between USA states and some Canadian provinces. Agreement about that some people are going to receive money back from the states. If you've been driving, let's say from Illinois, and you've been fueling in Illinois, and you guys pay certain amount of money, and if you took more gallons than you needed for this miles, well, Illinois has to give you kind of refund, right? So when you learn how to do IFTA, a lot of times you will be receiving money back instead of paying money, right? So you need to be smart about this. Safer. What is a safer? As a dispatcher, do you need to go and log into Safer and find your carrier and check on their safety rating? If this is a conditional, if they're satisfactory, what is their safety rating, right? What are they actually doing? So Safer, that's something which is a public knowledge. Brokers check you on the Safer, they verify your information, right? Insurance companies do. When DOT officer stops you, well, all those inspections are actually going to your safety score, which is gonna stay there for 3 years, and it is public knowledge. Well, we're not gonna go through all this pre-trip PTIs, DVIRs, because we're not really talking about driver's duty. We are concentrating on what? On becoming pro dispatchers, right? I think you guys had enough of me today. Hopefully we're gonna get some comments. Hopefully, guys, you gonna visit our YouTube. If you really want to learn, please make sure that you guys are finding us on YouTube, right? And make sure you subscribe and start watching, because we have so many videos there and we explain a lot, and we want to make sure that everybody gets educated, right?
Hi there, my name is Alex, the founder of Dispatch Training Center. Are you looking into becoming a pro dispatcher? Work from home?
We are tired of listening to you. So this is our official channel, right? Let me move me here. Okay, so Dispatch Training Center, make sure you guys subscribe. We have, so look at this, we have 343 videos, and they are all on about the live calls, about how to create carrier setup, about a lot and lots of things, right? Yesterday we were talking about upcoming safety and compliance classes. We talk about how to use load boards. We talk about truck stop, dead, factoring, scams, everything else. So please, if you want to improve your knowledge, subscribe, and hopefully we can see you in our classes. If you decide to become better or improve your knowledge, or just simply share information and kind of change trucking for the better. Well, I'm gonna be ending this, and hopefully my head hurts from too much information. Thomas, okay, Thomas is a guy who follows us on YouTube, and he always gives us funny comments sitting somewhere in Turkmenistan. Thomas, you probably should be sleeping by now, unless you working for the carrier. Amazon, are you still killing Amazon, Thomas? Are you still clicking? How's Amazon treating you guys, huh? Are you all upset that now you need to verify your drivers and you need to take pictures if it's a team load? Well, can you put those fake drivers on those Amazon related accounts? No, and no. So hopefully we're gonna see some improvement with Amazon rates as well, because finally we're gonna start getting rid of what? Of scammers in Amazon. Yeah, you know it, ha ha ha. Yeah, I know it, Thomas. So keep clicking, keep helping everybody to kill trucking in the USA. I'm just kidding, but hopefully not. Okay, guys, I'll see you soon. For some students, I'll see them at 6:30, and we're gonna go over the homework, over the quizzes. Hey, teacher, please upload this video to YouTube. Well, you know what? I'm gonna try. I'm gonna download and see if I can upload it to YouTube. We'll see if the YouTube is gonna be okay with us uploading this TikTok video. I'll try. Good idea. Okay, bye guys.